Hey, you need a cut, Playboy?
Me? And my Playboy?
What do you think?
Yeah. I don't see any other Playboys around here.
Hey, Dad, the new guy's open. Is it cool if I go to him?
I don't know, Junior. Is it cool if I start an ultimate frisbee league? Is it cool if I pee sitting down? Is it cool if I start rocking skinny jeans? Huh?
Well, sitting down while you pee is supposed to reduce your risk of cancer, so that's kind of cool. I'm gonna go hop in the chair.
Junior, there are unwritten rules in the barbershop, and the first rule is you never switch chairs. Am I right?
Never.
The barbershop was built on loyalty. That's how it became the cornerstone of the community. Am I right?
True.
Yeah, you're right.
You stay with your barber no matter what happens to him. Incarceration, tax evasion, Ebola. He loses a thumb. Am I forgetting something?
Oh, there's so many things. Getting trapped under the ice.
That is a good one right there. Trapped under the ice.
Just take a little off the top.
What?
Marcus, thanks so much for being here.
Thank you for having. Oh, whoa, that was loud. Thank you for having me. There we are.
We got you there. We got you there. Season 3 starts in 2 weeks, right?
Season 3 starts so soon, September 21st. Make sure to DVR it or watch it live, people.
Where are you guys in shooting it right now? Are you about halfway through shooting this season?
Right now we just started, so we're getting on a roll right now. We started filming our first episode, which is in Disney World. It was hot, and it was a lot of fun to film, but it was hot, so so look forward to that episode. It should bring some interesting dynamics between me and my dad, and on the show, it's been a lot of fun.
What's it like coming back, shooting season 3? You get a little break, and then you guys come back. Does it feel like you're sort of in a groove right away?
It feels like coming back for like a family reunion after not seeing people for so long. There's lots of, hey, oh, good to see you again and stuff like that. But then you're back to work and having a good time, and we just go back into the groove of it. And I feel like we've played these characters for like an extended period of time at this point, so we've really grown to appreciate them and understand them. So it feels like jumping into a Halloween costume.
What's your take on your character?
I think my character is awesome. No. Andre Jr. is he's a lovable character. He's goofy, he's dorky. He's a really different experience for me to play because I feel like I get to step into somebody else's shoes every day and just to get to act and have a lot of fun, so.
And you get to work with, I think, one of the most celebrated show creators at this point, right? Kenya Barris. He's amazing.
Yeah, Kenya is fantastic. I mean, without him, we wouldn't be able to have such an amazing show. His writing every single week is just spot on point. And he always asks me questions, whether I want to change something with Junior's character or if I want to change a line or say something like I would want to say it. And I feel like that's what you want from a show creator and somebody that you trust and somebody that's amazing at what they do, to have so much trust in you. It's really cool to have someone like Kenya.
Have any of the sort of older people on the set, or maybe older people in the industry that you meet, said to you kind of like, it doesn't say this good forever. You don't always get a show this good with like these most like collaborative people.
Exactly. People are always like, yep, enjoy it while it lasts. And I'm just sitting there like, okay.
You'll get more jobs, but they're not always going to be Blackish.
Yeah, exactly. So I always try to appreciate every single day that I go to work and just have a lot of fun hanging out with Anthony and Tracy and Yara and Marseille and Miles, and I could just go on and on with the names. But yeah.
Hanging out with Larry, with Lawrence Fishburne?
Yeah, Lawrence Fishburne is like probably one of the coolest people on set. He rolls up on his motorcycle every single morning. he gets off, takes off his helmet, and he's like, "What's up, Scribs?" And I'm like, "Hey, Lawrence." So yeah, Lawrence.
He rides a motorcycle.
He rides a motorcycle.
He's like Mobius.
Yeah,
from the Matrix.
He's super cool. Like the coolest.
His character's name Mobius, I think, right?
Morpheus.
Yeah,
Morpheus. You were close though. You were close.
He rides a motorcycle. I didn't know he rode a motorcycle. That's amazing.
He rides a motorcycle, which
old. That's dangerous.
Woo! Don't tell Lawrence that. Lawrence.
No offense to Lawrence. I mean, he's an older guy.
Yeah, but he's young at heart. Lawrence always keeps it real, and yeah, he's just a really great person to learn from, and he's taught us so much on set, and he's just a blast to act with because he's always coming up with funny jokes and just really cool things. So
now the last episode of season 2, Goodish Times, I think was the title of the episode.
Goodish Times, yes.
And it was all of you doing. I'll allow the clap. It was all of you doing a sort of version of Good Times, the sort of classic 1970s sitcom. maybe even one of the first sort of sitcoms about a black family. What did you know about that show going into shooting that? What did they show you? What did they talk to you about?
I had previously watched a few episodes of Good Times just to like just for fun, because like it obviously was one of those comedy series that really paved the way for Blackish to be on television. They were like the founders of black comedy, basically for TV at least, and to get to play such an iconic character like JJ, who I had seen so many times on the show previously, and just also just preparing for the role in general. Preparing for the role in general was really amazing, and I just really tried to get down the dynamite. That was like the the hardest part of the character. So
Did you get it down?
I did. All right, I'll do a little bit right here. Dynamite.
Pretty good. Yeah, that's great.
Yeah. Thank you.
The show is nominated for 3 Emmys this year?
3 Emmys this year. Yeah.
That's incredible. Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you.
Are you gonna be attending the Emmys?
I will be attending the Emmys. I have my suit laid out right now, ready to go. I think it's pretty dapper. You guys might not think so. Who knows? But you got to wait to see on Emmy night. All right. So, yeah, I'm just super excited for the Emmys. It's going to be a super cool new experience to be honored by such special and amazing talents, and just all the people who are nominated in our categories as well. It's going to be really cool.
Now there can be a lot of downtime when you're shooting a TV show or shooting a movie. What do you guys do for fun on the set? I mean, you have Yara around; she's really fun. You have other people kicking around. What do you guys do for fun?
I mean, I think we just like to just tell each other jokes. I think that's what really makes the show funny. We just build up like a fantastic relationship. We tell each other jokes, and we play pranks on each other and stuff like that. And just lots of school. Lots of school in between.
Oh, that's right, because you guys have to get tutored, right? In between.
Yeah, in between
shooting.
every like almost every single shot, we have to do like 3 hours of school total in a day, and then I go home and do more school. I go to sleep. I'm doing school in my mind. It's just it never ends with the school. So
it's really important. Like it's one thing to be able to act at your age and to be on a show, but it is more important to get a decent education.
Yeah,
you know?
I think that education is like #1 priority of like everything that I do, because without an education, I mean, what am I going to do in life? So, and education is super important. I think I definitely put that at the forefront of my career, is my education. So I make sure to go to school. So stay in school, kids, and eat your vegetables.
I think also you're in the fortunate position of being on a show that is somewhat educational in itself as well. It's a show that educates through comedy a lot of the time. Does it feel that way for you?
It feels exactly like that. I feel like with Blackish, we have such an amazing platform and an amazing ability just to be able to talk to people and reach so many people with the messages that we're sending. I feel like this was really exemplified in our Hope episode. We were able to talk about police brutality. And I feel like it was a super special episode that not many television shows are doing nowadays, and it was just something that needed to be discussed.
Were there any conversations on set while you were shooting that also maybe even mirrored the sort of script that you were going into? Because there are several age groups on the set, you know, from the show creator to the people who play your parents to the people who play your siblings to maybe even producers and writers that are on the set. Did you find that there were any conversations behind the scenes that mirrored the sort of generational gaps of the actual script of the show?
Yeah, I think there definitely were. That's what makes Blackish so real, because every single person, I feel like, in the entire world has generation gaps between each member of their family, and everybody has different opinions based off of what time period they came from, or just or just what they feel. So it's very important what we're doing on Blackish, being able to tell those stories and show those different points of view through all of our different characters on our show. So
let's go back to the beginning. How did you get the part in Blackish? What was your audition like?
All right, so once upon a time, no.
Like 2.5 years ago.
It was like 2.5 years ago, so not too long ago. I went in for the role, and I just like expected to just go into like a regular auditioning room and just see like a casting director and try to impress them and hopefully have them impressed. I walked in. Anthony Anderson was in there, Kenya Barris, just the showrunner, Larry Wilmore at that time. And it was just like, it was one of the most nerve-wracking moments of my entire life. I was like, hey, what's up? I'm Marcus. So then it was funny because I found out that they were all from like Los Angeles, California, which is where I'm from. Stand up, represent. I see. Yeah, I see you with the LA hat. Turn up. We out here. All right. So I went. So I walked into the auditioning room and I was just like, West Coast represent. And then everybody just started laughing. And I found out later, I thought it was because I was super cool that they cast me, but they said that was such a nerdy thing that Junior would do. So we thought it fit perfectly for the role. So
They're like, here's a nerdy kid who's trying to be cool.
yeah,
That's
exactly.
like, he's got the job.
He's got the job. This is him. So.
What was Larry Wilmore doing in the room? I didn't realize he was a part of the show early on.
Yeah, Larry Wilmore was our showrunner to begin with when we first started, and then obviously he had his show, so he left us behind.
Man, and now we're seeing what happened. No, I'm just kidding.
Nah.
So what was it like for you sort of joining the show? Was this your first big job, right?
Yeah, first big role. I had a few roles previously on shows like Castle and New Girl, just a few guest starring roles. I was just having a lot of fun just doing minor acting roles, and then finally all of a sudden I booked Blackish, and I was like, dang, this is cool. So finally I started doing that, and yeah, here I am.
And when did you realize, how old were you when you realized you wanted to act?
Well, when I was around like 7 years old, I was extremely shy. I didn't want to talk to anybody. I didn't know how to talk to anybody. So my mom was like, oh, do you want to try some sports, or do you want to do like an acting class, or just some cool like activity on the side during your weekends? And I decided to try out an acting class. And on the first day of acting class, it was actually their Christmas acting class. So everybody was handing out gifts. Everybody was getting presents. I got like a 6 Simpsons calendar, which is kind of awkward, but it was pretty cool at the time. And I was just like, oh, if everybody's going to be giving gifts out at acting class every time, I want to be an actor forever. So I started acting from there, and I ended up really enjoying it.
You got into acting for the free shit.
Yeah, I got to acting for just like the free stuff at the beginning, and then I really just like started enjoying the scripts, and I had always been like a huge reader and really enjoyed reading novels and stuff like that for the characters and the story, and so my love just developed from there and really just continued acting, so.
Now, you have a feature film coming out soon, right?
I do.
That you finished shooting it?
Yes, we finished shooting Alexander IRL not too long ago, actually. So it's like an indie teen comedy movie. I get to play a coder in that, so, get to be a hacker man, which is going to be awesome.
You get to do the scene where you sit at the computer and...
Sit at the computer and, like, we're in, and then just go from there. So, yeah.
Can I ask you a question? When you're doing the scene where you're because you see the hacker scene so often in movies, what are you actually looking at on the screen when you say "we're in"? I'm in. What is actually on the screen?
Actually, on the screen, it's just like these. Oh wow, that was a huge voice crack. Oh, okay. Let's take it back.
It's okay.
Yeah. Still developing up in this area, but yeah.
Perfect for Junior.
Yeah, it's perfect for the role. So. But actually, when you're actually doing it, all you see on the screen are just a bunch of random numbers, a bunch of random letters, and then all of a sudden you press enter, and it's like the screen turns to a different color, and you're like, oh snap, we're in. And then that's how it develops.
When you're typing on the computer, are you typing anything legit for yourself, or are you just hitting the...
I'd like to think in the imaginary part of my mind that I'm typing things actually down and actually making things happen.
But you're just going like this.
But in reality, it's just a moving picture that they already laid out. It's basically just a movie on the screen.
So how did you get this job in Alexander IRL? How did this work out?
Well, I just went on like a regular audition like most people do. I thought the movie sounded pretty cool. I enjoyed the script. So I went out for the audition, and I booked the role, and I was like, okay.
I'm in.
I'm in. So.
Do you like auditioning?
I love auditioning. I think that's one of the best parts about being an actor. Actually, a lot of people hate the auditioning process, but I think that it's how you hone your craft and really get good at talking to people and just like learn to enjoy acting is the auditioning process. So I just went on tons and tons of auditions before I ever even booked anything, and I loved every second of it. So.
Now, getting the chance to be on a TV show for you're going into your third year now,
yes,
right?
We are.
Which is incredible. Congratulations. You get to learn so much as to how the machine works. You get to see how the sausage is made. What has been the most fascinating thing for you being on set? What have you the coolest thing you've learned?
The coolest thing I've learned. Coolest thing I've learned, probably I've learned so much from just all of the all of my elder actors that work on set. I don't want to call them old or anything. They're my elders. So all the people I work with on set.
Sorry, Lawrence Fishburne.
Yeah, sorry, Lawrence Fishburne. Shout out to you. But I've learned so much from them, just honing my acting skills, different timings, different methods on how I should say different things, and just to diversify and really just change up my craft and to enjoy what I'm doing, because otherwise it's not worth it. So yeah, just learn to have confidence and be myself. So
Absolutely. Let's open it up to the audience for questions. Does anyone have any questions out here?
We're going to start with a question from an online viewer.
Okay.
So Jake says, what's the best part about working with Anthony Anderson?
Best part about working with Anthony Anderson. Okay. The best part is probably hearing his laugh every day. He's got like one of the loudest laughs you will ever hear in your entire life. I will demonstrate. Okay. Ha! That's an Anthony laugh. That's a great part. And also just like getting to talk to him every single day is pretty cool, because he always has the funniest stories, and his Facebook feed is pretty lit, bro. I don't know how to explain it to you, but he's got like the sickest videos on his Facebook feed. So, yeah.
Like made by him, or like
No,
just
not made by
sharing
him.
Random
just
videos.
Sharing random videos. It's just a mosh pit. It's ridiculous.
Next question.
Marcus, what's up, man? So, yeah, right here.
I heard a deep voice, and I was like, God, is that you?
No, it's just a bearded man with a Morrissey shirt on.
Either or, it's okay by me. So you mentioned earlier that you're a reader. What are a couple of your favorite books that you like to read?
Some of my favorite books. I love reading just a lot of like fantasy sort of stuff. My favorite series is definitely got to be the Aragon series. They made a movie out of it. Not the greatest movie. I wouldn't recommend it to you guys if you haven't seen it, but the book was fantastic. Just everything in the vein of like dragons and sorcery. Okay, I'm sounding like my character right now, but forgive me, everyone. But that's just like the stuff I kind of like. So
You're into fantasy? Are you a big Game of Thrones fan?
I'm not allowed to watch Game of Thrones. Well, currently I probably could, but when we first started, it was around when, I forget when the show first started, but I think it was like 5th grade or something. I saw the posters up and I was like, Mom, Dad, can we watch that show? And we were like, yeah, let's watch it. Watched the first episode, was never allowed to watch another episode after that.
They threw that kid out the window and they're like,
yeah,
"Oh."
and they were like, maybe not. So yeah, I haven't been able to keep up on Game of Thrones yet.
Next question.
Hey, do you think you guys would ever do a musical episode?
A musical episode, the cliche TV episode. Let's see. I would love to do a musical episode and just showcase my non-existent vocal talents. But yeah, a musical episode sounds pretty awesome. I don't know. I gotta leave that up to Kenya Barris and see what he says. That's a good idea. I'm liking the questions from this audience. It's pretty tight.
What's been the most difficult scene for you to do as Junior?
Most difficult scene to do as Junior. I feel like the episode from the Hope episode, when Junior really wants to go out into the audience and just go out into the crowds and march and protest, was a difficult scene because it was very real and it was very raw. And just also listening to Anthony, his part when he's talking about the Obama administration and watching Obama walk for the inauguration was really powerful, and it was just kind of hard to sit there and like listen to it without like actually feeling like you're about to shed a tear. When we're talking about like physical comedy, probably running into a wall with just like coffees in my hand was a pretty difficult task. Trying to figure out how not to break my neck. Yeah, that was a little difficult.
Next question.
Hey, how you doing, Marcus?
Hey, what's up?
I just wanted to say that I know that you said that you've been to Disney World and that it's hot, and I'm not a fan of heat, and so I just wanted to know what were some like of the cool souvenirs that you bought at Disney World, and if there was a cool one, can I have one?
Can you have one? Snap. All right, I'll have to go check my trunk. I think they might still be in there. Yeah, I bought some cool stuff. I love turkey legs. I don't know if most of you guys probably don't know that. Nobody cares. But I love turkey legs. So I go to like the LA County Fair. I go to Disney World. Anywhere I go where they have turkey legs, I consider that a souvenir. So I get turkey legs every time. Mickey ears. I have the light up ones. Oh, best souvenir ever purchased. I got, from Fantasia, with the wizard hat and everything that Mickey wears. I bought one of those and it lights up and it glows. So I That was a
he-
one of those. It lights up and it glows. Okay.
Can he have it?
Can you have it? I don't know. It's
I mean,
got-
that was a part of his question. He asked
that
if he
was
could
a
have
part of the
it.
question. Maybe.
Just say no. It's okay.
Yeah. What's your PO box? Do you have? I may once I get back to LA, I'll send it to you.
What was your favorite ride at Disney?
Favorite ride at Disney? Expedition Everest, by far my favorite ride. I mean, I'm scared of animatronics, so watching that giant Yeti like swoop down and try to hit me in the head, that was no bueno for me. But the rest of the ride, just the drops and everything, I'm a big roller coaster fan, so.
I think we have time for one more question right over here.
Hi, if you weren't an actor, what would you be doing?
Ooh, if I wasn't an actor, I'd be doing school currently. But no, if I wasn't an actor, I played lacrosse and basketball before while I was currently auditioning and just like doing my acting thing. So it'd probably be, I'd love to play basketball. I don't ever think I could make it to the NBA. I mean, I'm not that good. I mean, I can ball on some people. I dunked on my dad, so.
You dunked on your
right
dad?
there. Yeah, I dunked on my dad once, so that's pretty impressive. I guess I love writing as well, so being a writer maybe, something related in that vein, so.
Well, Marcus, congratulations on the show. It premieres, third season premieres Wednesday, September 21st, right?
Correct.
And good luck at the Emmys, my friend. Thank you so much for being here.